Oh, bother. The breakfast on 7 minutes. It'll go flat. I'll have to take a break anyway, then, Percy. I've got an educational program to watch. Edmund, sir. And the Bigshire Railway Show, Episode 1, Display Piece. I don't believe it, said Henry. Percy's got something which is the same important as Thomas. He's going to win yours in. That's why, said Gordon. The others agreed as they all stared at Percy, wanting him to explain. Well, no, Percy asked his bunch of friends. Fencer? Well, they've lost a nerve. The Tasman Railway, people at, where is it? Bigshire, wanting me to go there. They had seen me yesterday. And the reason why you're going to your first home is that you're famous, said Thomas. Famous monger, famous monger, said James. Did all of your sermon lectures to tell you the one, and the tugs and southern and little ponies angering? Yes, we did. We all said to them you're going there. How much longer till we go? Percy asked his chair in the morning. One day less than when you asked before, laughed his chair. Anyone would think you wanted a big display piece. Percy did. Spec wanted to come with you to keep your company so you and him can make us a post gift for Twilight Sparkle. Yes, I was. That's when riding in the travel bag. At last, the crew and Percy were ready. All his friends cheered the green tin engine as he set off out of the shed village yard to the big train yard on the other parts of the Greendale Railway. This was a cursed holiday for Percy. He was feeling quite jumpy and said himself, "Oh, this is very great." But suddenly there was trouble on the lane. A lorry dropped a crate on the lane, full of apples. Percy saw the crate and tried to stop it. It was too late. "Ouch!" he exclaimed. He was still on the lane, but the apples and oranges went all over. Spike decided to help his friend. He was a clever baby dragon. He knows things and some problems to solve. "You're still working," he said, "but you can't go onto the big railway in your zone. I'll have to wash you." "But there's no water here," said Percy. "Ah, but there's water in the water tower." Boom, 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 boom. "Oh, good thinking. I'll get a bath from it. But we'll need to put up a sign to tell engines to make the turn while we do it." So they did. Wonder what will happen next on the coast holiday. Well, that's the end of this week's saga. Hello, everybody. I'm Lotso. Do you remember last week our maker, the new starter Terry, Christopher James Rush, has told you how air was invented to machine, was invented to my first home. Some interesting event. Well, it started when it traveled from my other big shed, the Greendale sheds, to where I was meant to go, but instead it ended up crashing into some crates of apples. I had to have a bath on the main lane. Watch this next episode and see. having a bath on the main. Percy had to have a bath on the main to get the salt off him. His fire was still burning, and his car was still looking at the speck as he washed the engine. He had gone to the museum to tell the engines about what had happened. He didn't like telling this on the main, as he looked out for the train coming. What had begun as a splendid day began to turn into a disaster. Spade came back and told the engines about your getting a bath from your accident. Now you're cleaned up. We'd better get you there. Okay. No train came behind me. Come on, we'd better get off. There's a ghost train coming. That's Salter. Salter came back and saw what was going on. He saw the train being put away after he read it. Sorry, Ned, said Percy. I had to have a bath, so we had to put it. To warn you, a policeman came up to see what was going on. What's all this? He asked. Oh no, sir. Percy just said to me he had a bath on the mainland. Percy's claw and Spade had to know. They can't explain to the policeman about the strange thing they did, and just left him a note. Percy came to Big Fish at last. The engines were pleased to see him. Salter came in and woke the policeman. The officer had to tell the other police people about what you did. They had to laugh. You're having a bath on the main lane. purser and Turner. Soon after Purser left, Turner came to visit him. "Hello, Purser," he said. "Long time no see." "Hello, Turner. We're drawing the stoned and liver." "Yes, we are, but we're not drawing it yet. The Fat Controller hasn't come yet." "In that case, we can expect to what he was wanting to talk." "Oh, there we go." Speck was running out of the shipyard. He was looking for something to put in Turner's scrapbook. He came to the window at the top of the hill. He began to study the things he could find. Purser and Turner came up to see what he was doing. He was putting a tree leaf in the black and the black sword. "Well done, Speck. Good boy. We've done what we can. Yes, Chris. Now we can draw the stonework." Many people saw them work like the twins caught mirrors. Speck stayed hidden. He didn't want any newspaper to let Turner find him. So he went to the docks. They met another engine working. "Hello," said Purser. "Haven't we met before? Purser, don't you recognize me?" "Hello." "Oh, hello, Pat. Long time no see. What are you doing here?" "I'm doing the work of taking the fish to the 12 stations and what the staying in the Vince's sheds." "Hello, Pat. Hello, Ted. I haven't seen your face. Oh, I didn't know. You're with friends." "Oh, yes, Percy. I was making a clapper in the other railway." Percy was going to have some talks with his friends. He would turn on his tail when he remembered something at all. But I mustn't turn on anymore, or else I'll spoil the next strawberry. activity. Purser and a big chair railway through episode 4. Purser's Carter holiday. Purser came to Tasmania a long time ago with all his friends. Many years later, he made his service after the speech fee and made to tell everyone in Yorkshire about it lasting for the years to come. Before that, he worked at the harbour. Toby used to working. He was busy with the goods chains and was learning from the other dock military who tells him what to do in the other harbour. But he escaped when he was finished and was pretending to ask the military if he can rest in the sun. He quietly got away without being caught from any chain he doesn't know. And he went on safely on his trip to Tasmania. One day, Purser was resting in Beach's church with the other infants. That day, he told them about the other harbour Toby used to work in, at the other railway. And he thinks of his good enough. He thinks of his naughty, which was good. I only visited not to stay in, just to do some stop-run work. And I did the same as Toby took the dock manager at Devonport. As I was on the way there, I visited a quarry to take some trucks that were not used. They wanted to go to Tasmania too, so I took them after rested in an abandoned shed. Purser snuck out of the harbour in the other railway, passing engines in cold, damp cities, with cutting tools and diesels working. You didn't want to talk to him. We better rest in a closet, Trevor, and need to rest before moving on to Tasmania, Percy said Thomas Trevor. Not us, said his Trevor. All the trains are getting cut to pieces. Hey? Said a diesel. Engines visiting and escaping. Oh, God. I hate him, said Percy. I met the diesel when I went to Toba's first home. Uh-oh. He's gone to alert the others. Come on, Trevor. Get me to the closet. He came to the closet at last. No traces of his kind. There's a nice sailing we can head in. There's a water tub and a bunker. The water's fresh, I can get a drink. And the bunker's got some sack of coal. We can take it. Quick now. I can see the diesels coming. Percy had his drink. And a secret feast he was indeed a Dr. Engine. This closet was half shut down a long time ago, and the water tower was still used in secret. So was the coal bunker. When he finished, he saw some trucks who were watching him. Hello, trucks. What? I'm heading for Tasmania. Want to come? Yes, please. We've been here for many years and never got out of this place. Hey, now listen. We're not staying here for long, so I'll take your seat to get myself looking like a chain from the cold war. Some of the diesels were looking for him. When they looked, they screamed and ran off. I can't believe we're falling for it. He went on his way after he took his outfit off on his trip. Taught his murder in peace at last. He arrived in Tasmania, but not for the clever to put the trucks in. This is the lift. Now I'm safe and sound. suddenly a door banged. Percy jumped. "Wake up, Percy," said his jacket. "Okay, time for work." Percy said as he moved out of the shed. "Well, I did get Toby Quagga, even when it's in Tasmania. I think the Fed controller would manage the Quagga work much better." Percy and the Big Church Railway Show. Episode 5. Percy and the Rail Toby. The engines were exciting. There were to be some special rail tours to the Forest Railway, and nobody knew which engine would be chosen to tow them. "It ought to be us," said Donald and Douglas. "We go to the Forest Railway with the dog." The others thought someone else would have a chance. Percy knew he would not be chosen. He remembered that on a rail tour he would sneak home. It was his last day anyway. In the end, the chips were given to Flaying Scotsman. But before he took his train, Percy Stainsmith ran out of the yard to get his trucks. The Scotsman was puzzled. "What is Percy doing?" Percy took his trucks of goods and started off. The off-lane Scotsman was going to Branch Station, so he could draw a work display. This was amazing. He was just in time to see Fred Scotsman coming. He was supposed to call him a ghost deliverer. Oh, yes, sir. He's making a work display for person and set off again when his delivery was done. Look at the tank engine showing us a work display, said the person. When the rail told of his daughter, person came home to fix his shit. After the day you did show a fine work display, he said. Oh, there's nothing there, said Percy modestly. The head controller came up with the man of the museum. He held his hand for silence. Percy, he said, your controller told us you are a really useful engine. He is right. Adoring your service is fantastic. We have decided you should become an honorary member of the Tasmanian Railway Connection. This special plate will remind you of your visit to us. All your engines had a chairs for Percy, the small engine. Everyone shared the green friend. Well done, Percy. You did the same thing as Thomas did. You have been a great credit to the railway. That is all for today. Until the next time.